It seems like everyone breaking off from Playdead is starting their own company and making their own game. And while not all of them were amazing, Cocoon was great. Once I had fallen into the alluring clutches of the visuals and sound design, I was hooked. However, it was the puzzles and boss encounters that made a lasting impression. Cocoon was developed by Geometric Interactive, which was founded by two former Playdead employees, Jeppe Carlsen and Jakob Schmidt, the former being the game designer for both Limbo and Inside. And if you've seen my video comparing the two, you know I liked Inside a lot. With the game designer now heading his own studio and his own projects, my expectations were high. So let me tell you right off the bat, Cocoon does not disappoint. You're thrown right into the game and there's no slow startup. The vibrant colors are pleasing to look at, and the controls are so simple that even your grandmother can play it. The third-person view allows you to take in all the sights, but they don't neglect the audio either. Sounds during traversal and audio cues when you've successfully solved a puzzle were a nice touch. The music was great for moment-to-moment gameplay, but I can't say I remember it all that well a week after playing it. Here, you'll start off in a desert-like environment, but you'll soon discover others, some beautiful, some strange. Like a puppet overlord, you'll control an insect-like creature, pulling stretchy tendrils, warping between worlds, and doing trick shots on unsuspecting pipes. The clean and sharp art style is a very inviting one. It very much has that signature indie aesthetic and feel, not too far off from games like Inside. And speaking of previous work, some of the best parts of Cocoon were the puzzles. They start off really simple, but each successive puzzle builds upon mechanics you learn. Once they pile on these mechanics, they start to become more complex, more creative, and more interesting, really putting your gray matter to use. Even with the freedom of a 3D environment, they were able to keep the core actions incredibly simple. So simple that I was surprised how much depth they were able to create with a one-button game. Traversal was intuitive, and the orbs were the stars of the game. Warping between worlds never got old. Another stroke of brilliance were the boss encounters. They were interesting, powerful, and memorable. They did a great job in breaking up the trance-like pacing of puzzle solving and exploration. Again and again, I'm left impressed by how well designed they were with the limited actions I had. Story-wise, there's no real attempt in weaving a captivating tale, at least not explicitly. So that leaves a lot on the player's imagination. With no narrative, no dialogue written or spoken, ultimately it's up to you how much you want to think about it. However, at around 5 hours long, I didn't mind it being narratively sparse. That's not what I was trying to get out of it. For a game that's so mechanically simple, I couldn't help but be impressed by the creativity of the puzzles and the brilliant encounters. And not to mention, the visuals and audio were great as well. It was well put together and a polished experience, one definitely worth playing through. That concludes my review of Cocoon, so don't forget to check back for more videos. As always, thanks for watching and see you next time.